pleasure to see you back, okay? Working with a lot of enthusiasm like always, okay? So welcome back to your video part 3 from Math Smart Mathematician, working with data, okay? Here, like I promised you on the previous video, we're going to start exercise number 2 from page 97, okay? So I have right here my book with me, okay? It says over here, identify the following details. A, 80 families of a town were asked if the properties they live in were rented or owned. So you have to think, what is the population from this exercise? The population from this exercise are the families of a town, okay? They're going to use those peoples from a specific town to analyze this, the information that they want, okay? Now, the example, what is the example? Okay, they're going to grab families from the town. But do you know a specific what type of families or how many families? Well, over here, the example is 80 families from a population families in a town. The example that they're going to grab is only 80 families. Now, the variable, what are they going to test, analyze, or check? They're going to analyze the people if they rent or own their house. So the variable is the properties rented or owned, okay? From those 80 families, they're going to check if the properties are rented or owned, okay? Now, similar, you're going to do it. I know you can, because it's really simple. You just have to try to analyze the exercise. On exercise letter B, it says, for a school science project, a fertilizer will be tested on 50 plants. After applying the fertilizer, students will measure the plant's growth. So you have to check what is the population, okay? What are they going to do, okay? What are these, quantitative or qualitative, okay? Check that. So for example, on letter B, the sample will be 50 plants. Think of the other two. Now, on letter C, it says 100 boys and girls aged from 10 to 12 from one city are surveyed to find out how many hours of television they watch every day. So right here, you have to see and analyze what is the population, okay? Is it animals? Is it people? Is it money? Is it cars? What is it, okay? How much? What are they going to analyze from there? Well, here on letter C, the variable is the number of hours of TV they watch every day, okay? That's what they're going to check. But from who, okay? And from what population? Now, on exercise number 4, you have to just try to classify the following variables as qualitative or quantitative. For example, the type of notebook. When you're talking about a type of notebook, remember, I just want you to remember a little bit and go back and remember when I show you 2 images. I think it was on video part 1. Well, where it says what is the difference between quantitative and qualitative, okay? Now, if they're asking you to classify the variables of the type of notebooks. For example, this is a book, okay? This book is printed, it has information. There's different types of book also. There are ones that the cover, it's a little bit more, it has different colors. It's made from another material. Some are think, okay? So think of the type of notebooks. Referring to type of notebooks, are you talking about numbers or you're talking about essential information? What do you think? Let's think a little bit on that part. Well, I think that it's qualitative, okay? Qualitative, why? Because you're not talking about numbers. You just want to know the type of notebooks. There's solid notebooks. There are notebooks that have colors. There are notebooks that has images only, okay? There are notebooks that are novels, or there are notebooks that has small codes, okay? So there's many type of notebooks. Now, number 2, it says favorite food. When you talk about favorite food, are you talking about numbers or not? Just that part. Are you talking about numbers or not? Just always ask that question if they're asking you to classify if it's qualitative or quantitative, and say, is this numbers or not? If it's numbers, then you know what it is, quantitative. If it's not numbers, then it's qualitative, okay? Now, let's see the last one. Number 3, number of students. Number of students. They're being specific. Number of students. So, you listen. So, here, obviously, they're talking about quantitative, okay? Now, this is all from this page. Let's continue by seeing some more exercises related to the topic, okay? Okay guys, now before we continue, I found this video that I hope that you like it and clear your ideas. It's related about the population, the example, what is the difference, okay? So let's watch it.
The first step of every statistical analysis you will perform is to determine whether the data you are dealing with is a population or a sample. A population is the collection of all items of interest to our study and is usually denoted with an uppercase N. The numbers we've obtained when using a population are called parameters. A sample is a subset of the population and is denoted with a lowercase n, and the numbers we've obtained when working with a sample are called statistics. Now you know why the field we are studying is called statistics. Let's say we want to make a survey of the job prospects of the students studying in the New York University. What is the population? You can simply walk into New York University and find every student, right? Well, probably that would not be the population of NYU students. The population of interest includes not only the students on campus, but also the ones at home, on exchange, abroad, distance education students, part-time students, even the ones who are enrolled but are still at high school. Though exhaustive, even this list misses someone. Point taken. Populations are hard to define and hard to observe in real life. A sample, however, is much easier to contact. It is less time-consuming and less costly. Time and resources are the main reasons we prefer drawing samples compared to analyzing an entire population. So let's draw a sample then. As we first wanted to do, we can just go to the NYU campus. Next, let's enter the canteen because we know it will be full of people. We can then interview 50 of them. Cool. This is a sample. Good job. But what are the chances of these 50 people that provide us answers that are a true representation of the whole university? Pretty slim, right? The sample is neither random nor representative. A random sample is collected when each member of the sample is chosen from the population strictly by chance. We must ensure each member is equally likely to be chosen. Let's go back to our example. We walked into the university canteen and violated both conditions. People were not chosen by chance. They were a group of NYU students who were there for lunch. Most members did not even get the chance to be chosen, as they were not on campus. Thus, we conclude the sample was not random. What about the representativeness of the sample? A representative sample is a subset of the population that accurately reflects the members of the entire population. Our sample was not random, but was it representative? Well, it represented a group of people, but definitely not all students in the university. To be exact, it represented the people who have lunch at the university canteen. Had our survey been about job prospects of NYU students who eat in the university canteen, we would have done well. By now, you must be wondering how to draw a sample that is both random and representative. Well, The safest way would be to get access to the student database and contact individuals in a random manner. However, such surveys are almost impossible to conduct without assistance from the university. We said populations are hard to define and observe. Then, we saw that sampling is difficult. But samples have two big advantages. First, after you have experience, it is not hard to recognize if a sample is representative. And second, statistical tests are designed to work with incomplete data. Thus, making a small mistake while sampling is not always a problem.
For more videos like this one, please subscribe.
Okay guys, it's glad to see you again, and well, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's really cool because it gives you more ideas what's the difference between population and a sample. Okay, now I want you to help me identify and find out, according to this exercise, what is the difference between these two. Okay, because maybe you still have some doubts in your brain about what is it, but well, let's try to work this exercise out and then continue with the work that's in your learning logbook. Okay, so before that, let's check this out. I want you to help me try to solve it in your white sheet of paper and an old notebook if you can, or in the back pages that it's in your learning logbook. Okay, so let's do this. Identifying a sample and population. Administrators at River High School surveyed a random sample of 100 of the seniors to see how they felt the lunch offerings at the school's cafeteria. So now, you have all of the seniors. Imagine there are more than 100 of population. And you have an example of 100 seniors. Okay. So, this is going to be the population. And this is going to be the example. Okay. Now, so all the seniors of River High School is the population, and the example is 100 of the seniors is the example. So now let's identify the population and the sample in this setting. Okay, it says in this part over here, says the population is all high school seniors in the world. The sample is all the seniors at River High School. Do you think that matches according to what I said at the beginning? It says that all the population is the seniors in the world. Are we just talking about seniors in the world? No. So obviously it's not. Here the population is only the administrators from River High School, not all the world. Okay, so let's eliminate this one. Let's eliminate this one because this one is not correct. Okay, let's eliminate this one. Okay, now let's check the other one. It says the population is all students a River High School has. The sample is all the seniors at River High School. So in this one, they didn't survey all the students in River High School. The example says that it's only 100, and if you observe, it says that the example is all the seniors. And no, it's only 100. So no, this is not the correct answer. Okay, according to the setting. Now let's check the last one. This last one, number 3. It says the population is all seniors at Riverview High. The sample is 100 seniors surveyed. So guess what? Do you think this is the great answer? Yes, you're right. Yes, because the population is all seniors at Riverview High School. And now the example is only 100. If you look on the exercise, it tells you that the example is 100. So obviously right here is 100. So you're right. This one is the correct answer, okay? Now, you see, it's not too complicated. It's a little bit simple. I really like it because it depends on the information. Then you will know which one is the population and the sample. So you earn yourself a happy face, okay? So that's good job, guys. Thank you for working. Let's put it here. Good job, okay? Now let's continue.